Hello, and welcome to the BettyBlocks Essentials for Actions. After setting up your data model and a part of your front end, you might like to create more functionalities. Or even better, let things go automatically. And we can do this using actions. Actions can do just about anything you want in your app. You can create an entire workflow, all working in tiny steps between a start and finish point in the action builder. Each of these tiny steps are called action events. Use these to design the flow of your action and what needs to happen to the data step by step. There are multiple action groups you can use to create the perfect automation flow for your application. The first action group is the CRUD group. CRUD stands for Create, Read, Update, and Delete. And of course, reading is something we can do ourselves, but we can let the application do the rest for us. The CRUD events settings mainly exist of picking a model or object which you can create, update, or delete on. Actions using these events are automatically generated for us when you use a form or delete button in your front end. But you can also use the CRUD events yourself to manage data via your actions flow. In your action flow, you sometimes want choices to happen, or something needs to happen multiple times. For this, we have the flow control action events. A condition event is used to set a filter and return a true or false value. And for example, I have a project. This project can only be updated if the status is in progress. The filter can check if that's true or not, and send it the correct way in the action flow. The sub-action event is used to call upon another action within your action flow. This is used for when you want to optimize the speed and size of an action. With the loop event, you can select a collection and loop through each single object within that collection. In each iteration from that loop, you can then place one or more action events to automatically manage the data of an entire collection. Flow control action event settings consist of two things: picking an object and selecting what you want to do with it. For example, setting a conditional filter based on the targeted object, looping through the data, or sending your data through another action. The external action group currently has one essential event, the call web service event. With this event, you can perform requests and receive responses using HTTP methods, which can be used for further processing. This enables integrations with external systems. The call web service settings ask you to select the web service connection you've set up in your application and how you want to send this data to the rest of your action flow. We do recommend having basic knowledge of HTTP methods before using this event, as it's a big part of sending and receiving data. With the notifications group, there's currently also one important event, the send mail event. With this event, you can send mails, for example, a confirmation email when a customer places an order. The event settings allow you to set how and to who you want to send your mail, how to handle data and the attachments, and what kind of mail template you want to use. A quick disclaimer though, at this moment, HTML knowledge is required to style mail templates. Data in actions. You mainly work with data, and the data in your action is called a variable and can consist of all sorts of data. One variable can be an object or a collection of data. This depends on the tasks you want to perform and what kind of data you are giving to your action. Your action also has some unique settings. Use a simple name and description for your action so that other developers will understand what the action does. The status option turns an action on or off, and when turned off, the action cannot be used or called upon by other actions. Background actions allow better processing and longer calculations. If you want a faster result, however, run your action in the foreground. This does though affect the overall performance of your application, so look out and use the correct settings. Debugging and logging your action gives you a detailed overview of what your action does. You can find this information in the logs section of your application's toolbox. So, where do we actually use these actions? Well, you can find actions in multiple parts of your application. A form in your page builder automatically has a submit form action connected to it. You can also use a button in your page builder or a back office to trigger a single action. So for example, update the status of a project. Via advanced options, you can also turn automated triggers on your action to call web services or send out emails on specific time points. So, to recap what we know about actions, actions are your application's logic, defined in literal actions. An event is one step of an action, and actions can help automate processes and speed up management in your application. Build them together with me in the action demo from the Essential Pad. See you there.